Ladies and gentlemen, very good day to you all. You join me in the sim today as we take a lovely short hop from Porto over to the lovely island of Madeira. Flight time today approximately 1 hour and 50 minutes. Weather en route is looking very, very nice indeed. However, when we arrive in when we arrive in Madeira, there is going to be some slight wind. I say slight, it's gusting 30 knots. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. The flight number for today is Air Portugal 1715. We will be cruising at approximately flight level 330 with about 10,000 kilos of fuel on board. Our routing today will take us out. We will make a left-hand turn over the sea, over the coast of northern Portugal. Then we will swoop right and we will head straight for Madeira, crossing the ocean abeam Lisbon, approximately 100 miles out. In that time we will be descending as we arrive in Funchal and making the RNP approach for runway 05. As you can see, we are just pushing back off of stand Sierra 36 today. Engine 2 is being started as we speak. We are pushing nose to the right, tail to the left. Runway 35 is just off to the aircraft's right. And as we have good engine start, we will start engine 1. We will now turn off the APU as both engines have good start. The trip fuel on board today is approximately 5,320 kilos with an alternate fuel of Tenerife South at 2796 kilos. Taxi fuel at Porto is approximately 135 kilos with a time of 5 minutes. Runway 35 for departure today, Manic 2 Whiskey. Just giving you a nice view of the aircraft there, the Airbus A321. I'm not sure if this aircraft is still in service, I do not think so, however. And the flaps coming down as we configure for departure today. And we will do a control check in just a second here, but for now we will set our MCP altitude to 4,000 feet. And we will do a control check, full left, full right, full down, and full up. The rudders will also get the same treatment, full left, full right, neutral. There is the control check from the outside of the aircraft. And we will start the taxi out today. Very short taxi today. Ignore my centerline position. as it is incredibly hard to maintain a good center line, especially when you're trying to film video. Taxi lights are on, and the nav and logo lights are also on. The strobes are set to auto. As I said, please ignore my centerline position. However, it doesn't really matter in this aircraft that I turned in late, as it is so long. We are listening to Norman give us his cabin secure, ready for takeoff. Thank you, Norman, I appreciate it. Our performance figures today were pretty high, about 160 on the V1 rotate, and then V2 was 167 if I recall correctly. Keen Airbus enthusiasts will note that I have totally forgotten to set the takeoff procedures in terms of brakes to max, spoilers armed. I remember this as we're about to take off. As you can see, it is a lovely, lovely sunny day here in Porto with little wind to speak of. And this is why we follow checklists. I'm currently turning on the landing lights for departure, getting the runway turn-offs and these strobes to on. And turning on to runway 35 here at Porto. I'll just give you a lovely view of the aircraft from the outside once again. We're going to keep rolling today as there is no need to stop. And takeoff is complete. Man flex SRS runway auto thrust is blue. There we are, I got the flex eventually. $100 knots. Centerline positioning is slightly off, but as I said, centerline positioning for me is not something that I'm good with. V1 rotate. Slight right bank on this departure, however, I correct. And you see the gear are coming up now. The red lights to your left, correction right. And look, the gear are coming up. Look at that beautiful departure out of Porto today. And we're continuing the climb out. Not much to speak of at the moment, just configuring the aircraft for climb power to be set. I hand fly for the first couple of minutes as I quite enjoy this, and I also forget to do the weather radar. However, that is now set. Lever climb, lever climb, thrust climb, and we maintain that now. Autopilot comes on in a couple of seconds as I try to correct my errors. We have a company message on the ECAM, however we will leave that for now. Looking off to the left, we have Porto and the surrounding neighbourhoods and the suburbia. Off to the right, we have the rolling mountains of central Portugal. Getting a bit of condensation over the wing there as we climb out. The dew point is at this point. Autopilot comes on, we disarm the spoilers and we turn off the auto brake. We also have turned off the landing lights now, as we have departed and are well clear of the runway. Cruise is set. I thought we were going to 3-1. I double check. We're going to 3-0 today. And then we proceed to make our left-hand turn. This left-hand turn will take us approximately 5 minutes. Speed is climbing, speed is set, and the flaps come up. Spoiler is slightly out to aid with the turn, redirecting the airflow over the wing. And we're brushing the bottom layer of the cloud now, as you can see. And we enter the cloud approximately here. This cloud takes us approximately 30 seconds to clear, and then we leave the cloud now. We start to see the blue. If you look to your top right, you'll see the blue of the sky as we leave the cloud layer. And we continue the left turn. And the QNH is now set to standard pressure as we have passed the transition level. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this departure out of Porto today. I know this is a short and different style of video, but I thought I would bring you something in the meantime. I hope everyone is keeping incredibly well, and I hope you are staying safe. I'll leave you with a few lovely flyby cinematic shots of today's trip. I hope you join me again soon for another one.